Like the great Muhammad Ali once said, your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see. And everyone's favorite hedgehog has taken that saying to heart. Sonic's here, and his unique blend of speed and agility grants attacks that boost the blue blur through the stage, tripping up combatants or launching them high into the air. But use caution, this one's built for speed, not comfort. As a general strategy, Sonic is best designed for the hit and run over a slugfest. You'll need to whittle enemies down with multiple strikes until they're ready for the final KO. That means a lot of left-right dashing combined with his forward and down special attacks to knock foes into the air or just rack up the damage. The forward special spin can be held until you're ready to unleash it, while down special gains speed the longer you hold it. Once you've got someone in the air, use his down attack for a diving kick, or try for auto-seeking spins with his special attack. Both this and the down special attack can be aimed once performed, but not with a high degree of accuracy. Once you've hit an opponent or any other solid object with Sonic's homing special attack, you'll briefly rebound into the air. Rinse and repeat as needed. Sonic's final smash is one of the strongest in the game. Chase down the ball with your superior speed, transform into Super Sonic, and clear the battlefield in a matter of seconds. A soft touch will send you flying, but you'll bypass walls and other obstacles. Remember, float like a butterfly, sting like a hedgehog, and you may find yourself claiming to be the greatest. If you've been living under a rock, you'll know Solid Snake is making his Smash debut. He is without a doubt the most unexpected addition to the roster, and Nintendo and Konami have made sure he completely stands out. Snake is deadly, but, true to form, he's slow and tactical. You're going to need to focus on his weapons. He comes equipped with grenades, remote C4 explosives, a missile launcher, a mortar, the proximity mine, and an RPG, which is more of a smash than it is a weapon. The grenades are Snake's basic projectile, but they're more advanced than something like Mario's Fireball in that you can pull the pin and time your hits after a 3.5-second arm. Just be aware that other characters can pick them up and throw them right back at you. C4 explosives can be placed one at a time and remote detonated. Place them in popular spots, or, for a special trick, get close and stick them right on opponents. Just be sure you know what you're doing, as the charge will stick back on yourself or others in passing. Snake's missile launcher is his fanciest gadget. Why? It's remote controlled. The catch is, you're completely immobile while using it. Use it mostly at close range or on straight paths to guarantee a fast hit. To regain control, you can tap the shield button and sever communication, but it's far from a swift process. To maximize your time with it, find safe spots or try unleashing the missile before you land on the platform. Be aware it can be deflected off course or right back at you. Use proximity mines in popular spots and at stage edges. The longer you spend building them, the more powerful they'll be. Just be careful you don't take yourself out in the process. Back to basic moves, his best are easily his diving dash attack and his ability to lay low to the ground and trip foes up. Great for starting combos. Now is a good time to introduce the mortar. It's a hybrid melee and a projectile attack. Make a habit of running straight for enemies and clocking them over the head as you set it up. Then, hold and time the release of the shell for a second hit. His strong recovery, the Cypher, flies high and even at an angle. Use this in combination with the C4 to get really clever. Snake's final smash gives you 12 shots from a grenade launcher. You don't need direct hits, so use its explosive range to juggle opponents. Take note, after 6 shots, it reloads. So there you have it, Snake's loaded with firepower. If you want to get serious, you'll need to be just as cool and calculating as he is in his games. Minus the smoking. Taking a break from terrorizing Hyrule, Ganondorf returns the Smash Brothers to smite anyone that opposes him. Ganondorf's moves generally mirror those of Captain Falcon. However, their varying fighting styles lead to different tactics in combat. While Captain Falcon is a lean, muscular speedster, Ganondorf is built like a rock from Death Mountain, and you'll need to get used to what few quick movements he's capable of. This means dodging is second nature. It also means becoming familiar with Ganondorf's down special move. Used on the ground, it powers him forward, foot first, making it great for racing into the hordes or after must-have items. In midair, use it for a vicious downward kick. The fact is, almost any hit from Ganondorf is going to do a decent amount of damage. Ganondorf's forward special is a unique move. If done on the ground, he'll dash forward, lift a foe by the throat, and set off an explosion that blows them into the ground. If you time it right, they'll be set up perfectly for the double kick of his down smash, or hit the special button for a charged up punch. Ganondorf may be heavy, but he's no slouch in the air. Besides his up special, his aerial forward and down attacks are devastating. Going back to his forward special, if you can grab an enemy in mid-air, you'll simply drive them into the ground headfirst. For a frustrating twist, use this to finish a stock match by grabbing someone when they're past an edge, kamikaze style. Provided you have more lives than them, of course. For Ganondorf's final smash, he transforms into an enormous beast that fills most of the screen, then dashes across, taking out anyone in his path. As if that weren't enough, he'll roar before he charges, which causes anyone standing on the ground to become buried, unable to escape. With all this firepower, a little skill and patience can go a long way towards making Ganondorf unstoppable. Melee favorite young Link has returned to the Smash stage, but this time in the form of Toon Link. He's lighter, faster, and more agile than his adult predecessor, but he has less reach, so you'll need to master his moves if you want to get him close enough to pack the same punch. Many of Toon Link's strategies will be the same, but there are a few tricks worth learning. Projectiles are key. Pelt your attackers from afar with a barrage of arrows, bombs, and boomerangs. For melee combat, get in close and pull them in with a hookshot to set them up for the upward aerial special. This is one of your most powerful attacks. Take note, Toon Link is lightweight and so are his projectiles. The arrows glide slow and far, so use them frequently as you get knocked about the stage. Toon Link also carries a simple wooden boomerang, which won't travel as far as Big Link's whirlwind, but it can be bent to target a wider range. Then we have one of his best assets, the bombs. Use them constantly and without forgiveness. Throw them from afar as you move in for an attack. Toss them in the air and find ways to throw opponents into them as they descend. Be creative and you will be feared. All of Toon Link's projectiles are great for disorienting and setting up foes. When the time comes to get in close for the kill, don't forget that Toon Link's down aerial attack is just as brutal as Link's. Time it right and you'll become a virtual pogo stick of destruction. But the one move to rule them all is Toon Link's spin attack. When done on the ground, it actually draws opponents in closer. This is great for keeping foes on a leash and starting combos. Try dashing into opponents and unleashing this move as you slide in. It's a frequent must-use move, but it's even more powerful in the air. It knocks opponents away, and timed just right, it deals hard hits multiple times in a row. Toon Link's final smash is the same as Link's, so make sure you're facing your enemy on the same level, then pull out the Triforce and watch the show. So, for all you Wind Waker and adult Link fans alike, Nintendo's Toon-shaded offspring is a welcome alternative and a solid combatant in his own right.